This is Audrey Van Wey and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to have a little mini class regarding the psychic senses. A lot of times the psychic senses are referred to as the clairs for short, because each one of them start with the word clair, meaning clear. So they coincide with our physical senses. So the physical sense of sight coincides with clairvoyance, clear sight. And usually when that happens, you have little mini movies that play along your third eye and your forehead area. Close your eyes, you can feel it there, you can see it there. Sometimes you have images that come in. Sometimes you can see things in the room. Maybe you see spirit. Maybe you see things in your periphery where, things are happening in the room and you turn to look and then there's nothing there. So that's a clairvoyant thing. Now, when people are clairvoyant, a lot of times they'll say, "Oh, I see what you mean." So it kind of, everyday speech can sometimes give a little hint as to what their psychic sense might be. Okay. The next one is clairaudience, which is clear hearing. So sometimes you can hear voices, you can hear whispers, you'll hear little snippets of songs. Sometimes it can be in your head or even in the room with you. Sometimes you can hear someone whisper your name. Okay, so it's not to freak out with that. It doesn't mean that you're going crazy by any means, okay? It's your clairaudience, psychic ability, coincides with hearing, okay? And again, when everyday speech, people would say, "Oh, I hear ya, or "I hear that." There's different phrases that people can use, but kind of gives you a little clue as to what their abilities might be. The next one is smelling and tasting. That's called clairgustance. So sometimes people can smell perfume or flowers or cigarette smoke, maybe the pipe that Grandpa used to smoke, all of these different things. For me, it was my grandmother with her brownies. Go figure. I smelled chocolate brownies and there wasn't anybody baking anything in the kitchen. But it was a very cool thing to experience. So another thing that goes along with that is that it happens for no apparent reason. Okay? Sometimes the taste part of it, you can taste alcohol if somebody was a drinker, or maybe you taste beer if they liked beer, that type of thing. So take all of that into consideration, especially when there's no reason for you smelling or tasting these things. It could be a message from spirit just trying to get your attention. Okay? Just trying to use that as validation that it's really them that's coming through. Okay, so the next one is clear feeling, which is clairsentience. That's the empathic people in the world. All of us that walk into a room and we feel everybody's everything, right? All the emotions, right? So we walk in, it can be very happy. We say hi to everybody, we give hugs. It's a very joyous thing. And then all of a sudden you feel this anxiety in the pit of your stomach. And you're going, am I anxious? What am I anxious about? Wait a minute, this might not be mine. So what I suggest you do is you actually take a breath and take that energy down, take it out of your head area, just visualize it between your hands, bring it down and push it forward just a little bit. Then you can identify, okay, what energy are you? And I'm identifying anxiety, for example. And okay, then you do your self-analysis. Okay, am I anxious about something? No, I'm not anxious about anything. So that's not my anxiety. I picked that up from somebody. So then you take and you push it away, okay? And you're saying, that doesn't belong to me. I don't want that back. It needs to go to the universe where it can be transformed and sent to where it can do its greatest good, okay? Because you don't need somebody else's energy, okay? So just to let you know, that's one way that you can deal with that. But you have to do that self-analysis. Does it really belong to me? Is it mine? And if not, just send it away, okay? The last one is the claircognizance, which is clear knowing. That's the woman's intuition, the sixth sense that everybody talks about, a little tongue-tied there. So that's how, you know things, but you don't know how you know them. So that's kind of an exciting thing. Like this one instance, I was in a town I had never been in before, in a city, with some people that had never been there either. And one of them said, "Oh, I wonder where the ladies' room is." And I said, "Oh, it's up here and to the left." And she looked at me and she said, "Audrey, have you been here before?" And I'm like, no, but that's usually where they are, is up and to the left. I wasn't an open psychic medium at that point. I had closed off my abilities. I didn't want people to think I was different. So I was trying to cover for the ability that I had to know where the ladies' room was, right? And sure enough, it was all the way up and on the left. So things will happen like that throughout your lifetime, or maybe they have. And now that we've gone over the psychic senses, it kind of hopefully will give you an idea of where your abilities lie. So if you decide to work on them, you can. You know where your abilities lie. So one of the exercises I can give you today is something very easy to do at home or anywhere actually. So if you have a deck of cards, yeah, actual physical deck of cards instead of a phone, right? And take out the court cards, the king, queen, jack, take all of those out and set them aside. And then you've got your other 40, okay? So then you shuffle those 40, okay? And shuffle until you feel like you've shuffled enough. You know, there's no right or wrong, right? And then what you do is you take the top card off the deck and you bring it forward and put it on the table without peeking. And then you allow yourself to absorb the energy of that card. First, identify, is this red or black? And then if you get it right, you put it in the right pile. Is this next card red or black? If you get it wrong, you put it in the wrong pile. And then at the end, after all 40 cards are done, you total up the numbers. In the right pile, if you've got 20 of them right, that's 50%. That's really good, especially for somebody who's never done it before. If you only got 25%, you got 10 of them right, that's still really good. And even if you didn't get 10 of them right, it's still okay because you're just starting. So we have to be kind and gentle to ourselves, right? So one of the things you can do is you can do that. I'm sensing a red card. So once you determine whether it's red or black, then you can take it to the next level. If it's red, sense whether it's a heart or a diamond. And if you can get even more than that, if you can get the number that's with the card, do that too. That would be the third try, the third step. So for me, I've done this a few times in my life. I'm getting the 6 of Hearts. 6 of Hearts. But I have a lot of practice too, okay? So, and it's not a marked deck or anything like that. It's just a basic deck of cards you can buy, you know, at some of the stores for $1 or $2. So carry it in your purse, keep it in your vehicle. Sometimes if you have extra time, you can just shuffle them and even try 10 of them. So, but make sure you use all 40 when you shuffle, because you don't want to stack the deck 5 and 5, because your mind is going to keep track. If you only do 10, your mind will keep track. Okay, I had 5 black ones and 5 red ones, and I've already gotten 5 red ones, so now I know the next ones are going to be black. Well, that's not psychic ability, that's logic. So we need to make sure that we don't do that to ourselves. We want to set ourselves up for good practice. Okay? So just a little practice piece there. That will help your clairvoyance. It'll help your clairsentience, because you're feeling the energy coming off the cards. And it's going to help your claircognizance, because you're just going to know. Okay? Be patient with yourself. Give it a try. If you have any questions, reach out. Okay? All right. Thanks for watching. Take care. We'll talk to you next time. Bye now.